Hello everybody, thanks for watching. This is something I haven't done and I've been meaning to do it. I wanted to show what I put in my Zpacks ArcHaul backpack on a typical 5-day, 4-night backpacking trip. This could change on wherever you may be heading to or the temperature, time of year. So it's hit and miss here, but I would say that 80% of the time, the things that I'm going to be showing you right now, I will be bringing on a trip. So let me get right into it. First of all, like I said, I have the Zpacks ArcHaul. I added 2 hip pouches. I also added, I found on AliExpress, 3FUF gear, this little water bottle pouch, and pretty much that's all I added to the pack. It comes in at about, with everything I added, about 26.5 ounces. So that's a pretty good weight for me. And so let's get right into this. Let's start first of all on the outside pocket here. Normally one of the first things I put in here, as do many people, is I'll put my rain jacket. This is that new My Trails rain jacket that I've used that I like. So that'll go on the outside for easy access. I also bring a little rain skirt. Sometimes I bring this, sometimes I don't. But like I said, most of the times I will bring it. Even if I don't use it as a rain skirt, it makes a really good little ground cloth inside my vestibule. That's on the outside. I'll normally bring a little bug net for my head. You never know when these black flies or mosquitoes are coming around, so it's very light and it fits in there perfectly, so I'll use that. Also I have in here is this is a Polycro ground cloth. Now I just got these. I've only used it once. They're durable, but they're very flimsy, very light. It's like you don't even have them. They do work pretty well. My only complaint on these is that they're so light that any kind of wind or breeze, trying to get it flat on the ground and get everything on it, sometimes is a chore and opening it up. But I'm going to continue to try to use it. If I find it's not necessary, I'll eliminate it. Also in here, I'll keep a little extra bandana just to wipe things down on my head or whatever, sweat. So that's it on the mesh part of that. Coming around to the pockets, I'll carry 1-liter water bottle. I usually only bring 1 liter because I do carry the CNOC Vecto 1-liter bag, and so I do have a small bottle that I carry on my shoulder pouch. So between that, usually every place I've gone to, there's been plenty of water sources. If I find out there won't be a water source, I may bring another liter or a 750 milliliter bottle, but that'll go on my outside pouch here. In here on this pouch also, canister of fuel. Just, I like to leave it on the outside of my bag for some reason. I don't like putting them on the inside. So that's it on that side. Going over to my other side pocket. I carry my handy dandy Z seat. Everybody knows about those. I'll carry a package of, I have a few MSLR groundhogs in there, and I also have some titanium shepherd hooks, which I use for my tent. What else in here? That's it. So in here, so going around to, like I said, this is the little shoulder pouch that I got from 3FUF gear on AliExpress for $7. I'll carry a small water bottle in there, and that also cinches down so I can open and close that, and it also has that little netting on the bottom. I'll bring an extra pair of reading glasses, not an extra pair, but a pair of reading glasses. And I'll also, in this little mesh thing here, I'll probably bring a little thing of Burt's Bees, just lip balm. My 2 hip pouches here, let me see if I can get this going here. This would be on my left side, and I try to kind of remember my left and right. I'll keep a pair of light gloves. These are those fingertip. These are made by AG gloves. They're keep you fairly warm. I do, keep them, bring them with me. They're very light. If I found out it would be colder, I do have a little bit of heavier down gloves that I bring with me. Also in this pocket, I keep some toiletries. I keep the deuce of spades. I also keep my little, if you don't know what this is my little traveling bidet, which I use a little squeeze bottle on it, and I'll carry some baby wipes and a little bit of toilet paper with me on that side. I also have a whistle I keep in here. I don't know, I like having a whistle with me. So that's it on that pocket. On this side, this would be on my right hand side, what I keep in here. This is the new Sawyer Micro, which I did a little review on, and also have the 1 liter CNOC water bladder. Both of these I like really well. I just keep that in that pouch. I also keep a little, I have a little Gerber knife that I keep in there also. So that pretty much does it on the exterior of my backpack. So let's get right into the inside of the pack. When I got my Zpacks ArcHaul, I originally had the single strap on it. Then when I went out to do the JMT, I thought, well, maybe I need the V strap on it, because maybe I'll have to put my bear canister, my food bear canister, underneath that, but it did fit in this pack pretty well, so I didn't need it. But I did find out that I do like this V strap on it. I can put a jacket under there, I can put a bag of chips under there, I can put numerous things under this, and it'll hold a lot better than just a single strap. That's the V strap. Of course, it's a roll down top. The first thing, Velcros. First thing I keep right on top is I keep my little puffy jacket. Next thing I have in here is my Zpacks food bag. I got some food in here just for demonstration purposes. In here also I keep my bear hanging cord, so that's my food bag, and that's easy accessible, so when I want to stop and have lunch or whatever, it's right there on top. The next thing I keep in here, and this is probably one of the heaviest things in my bag, is it's in a waterproof bag. This is all my electronics. In here, I'll keep extra batteries, I'll keep my headlamp, I'll keep charging cords, you know, all those electronic things that you need. In here right now, I have my Sony FDR X3000 action cam, and sometimes, and I'll show you in a minute, because I carry a Zpacks multi-pack, I'll probably have that camera in there along with a small tripod, and it won't be in here. But when it comes to storing everything, I like to keep it in a waterproof. This is one made by Ascend. It's a kind of a kayak company and backpacking company. Bass Pro Shop sells it, but it's clear on the front, so I can actually see in there and be able to pull out things. One thing I keep in here that I usually have on the outside of my pack also is my Garmin Explorer. Now, I don't take this everywhere with me, but I will take it when I don't have any cell service and I'm going to be gone for numerous days, so I can text and receive texts at home. I don't use it for much more than that. I got to start learning how to use the GPS on it, but it seems like my phone works fine for that. But this will usually be on the outside of my pack. I have a little carabine that it attaches to the shoulder strap, that in some of my past videos you can see that how I use that. So anyway, that's my electronics. It's everything in there. It's the heaviest thing in my bag. Next thing down there, oh yeah, I slide down in the back to go with my cooks. I have that homemade cozy. In that cozy is where I always keep my little spoon. Matter of fact, I have a little from the JMT, I still have my little spatula in there for when I was frying fish up. But I'll keep my spoon in there so I always know where it is, because you'll end up saying, where's my spoon, and losing that. So I keep it right in there. Next thing I keep in there, my tent. This is that Lanshan 2 UF3 UF gear, whatever, Lanshan 2 trekking pole tent, 2-man tent, and with the stuff sack. This is waterproof stuff sack. I really don't need a waterproof, but it's durable, so it holds the tent in there real well. I'm about 2.5 pounds with everything in that, including my steak, so that's fairly light, good enough for me. In my tent, I keep under my blow-up pad This is that shelving material. It keeps my pad from sliding along on the bottom of the sill nylon floor. Blow up pad. I don't keep it in the stuff sack. It's a pain in the ass. And here also I have my Tokes cook system. In there is an MSR pocket rock. Also have a Nemo Philo blow-up pillow. Then I have my, all-purpose famous ditty bag that everybody has. In here you have your first aid kit and all that unnecessary, all that crap that you bring with you that you think you need, but it's in there. A Polycro bag, see-through bag that I keep and I stuff down. I love these things because you can see through it and pretty much know what's in here. So in here, I don't keep separate, I don't compartmentalize everything. I kind of put my clothes in here so I can stuff them around in the bottom. I have this is a little hoodie shirt that I use at camp. These are really cool. I like these. These are made by Cold Proof. These are, I sleep in these at night. They're stretchy, they're warm. I keep a pair of sleeping socks. I have I sleep in this at night. I use this around. This is my Patagonia Capilene shirt. Absolutely love this thing. I have a camp towel in there. I got my Zpacks little cap. I have a wicking t-shirt. I have an extra pair of darn tough socks. I keep my Enlightened equipment down quilt. That's it. That's all she wrote. That down quilt by Enlightened Equipment. Bottom, they show you everything that is. It's a Revelation. It's 950 fill. It's a 20-degree quilt. It's a long and it's a wide, and it comes in. They even put the weight on here. Let me see if I can get that up there to the camera. The weight is 22.5 ounces. I just want to show you real quick some of the things that I bring sometimes. I don't bring these things all the time. If it's really cold at night, I like to bring this. It's made by Zpacks. It's a little down hoodie. I used it on the JMT and I loved it. It just kept me really warm. I bought one of these Neo Air blow-up sacks. I used it about 4 or 5 times. It works. Sometimes when you get right to the end on your last 5 or 6 breaths, it kind of pops off and then you have to go ahead and manually blow it up. But I don't know. I'm still on the fence about this thing. The other thing I do where I can have fires, I love bringing my silky saw. Some people say, well, why would you bring that? It's light. This thing cuts through. If it's something about 4 or 5 inches in diameter, you really can process your wood out in the forest really well with this. Also, I have a Zpacks multi-pack that snaps onto the front of my shoulder straps onto my backpack. In here is where I keep my snacks. I will keep probably one of my cameras. I'll keep my phone in here. I'll keep maybe the knife in here. There's just certain things. It's waterproof and it's been holding up real well. The other thing that I'm on the fence about too is I have a sun umbrella. When I was out on the JMT, I used my Sun Tactics solar charger. I loved it. It worked great out there. So anyway, folks, that is a wrap on this, what I carry in my pack other than the clothes on my back. And there's going to be some good stuff coming up. So thanks for watching Following Walker's World. You guys have a great day.